Breaking news on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
The cause of death in the 3 young girls who died in the Wenatchee area has just been released.
Also ahead.
I'm Dan Hansen. With dangerous heat and wildfire smoke, even a simple drive can be risky. Coming up, simple steps Washington State Patrol says can keep you safe.
Threats were originally routed to us and had made some statements about firearms being possibly involved.
2 Kennewick schools under a soft lockdown today. We'll tell you what we know.
And Stacy is tracking your first alert weather.
And once again, a beautiful day from the Yakima Valley to the Columbia Basin. How long is it going to stay this way? I'll have all those details. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on this Tuesday. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. Good to see you. It is June the 3rd. Just into the Apple Valley News Now newsroom, moments ago, we have learned through court documents how the 3 missing Wenatchee sisters died. We do want to warn you, these details are extremely disturbing. Officials say evidence shows the 3 sisters, ages 9, 8, and 5, were likely zip-tied and plastic bags were placed over their heads. Authorities now searching for the father of Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. That is 32-year-old Travis Decker. Decker didn't return the girls to their mother after a planned visitation. Decker hasn't been found. Authorities are desperately searching for him. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says he is a veteran with extensive training, but it is unknown if he is armed, and he may pose a significant risk. Anyone with information should call 911. Other news tonight, scorching heat and smoky skies aren't just hard on your health. They're taking a toll on the roads as well as reducing driver visibility.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says WSP troopers are urging drivers to stay alert and check the weather before you leave.
With warmer temperatures comes the risk of wildfires. With wildfires comes smoke, which could make even the most routine drive risky.
To turn your 4-ways on, to be seen, slow it down.
Low visibility, poor air quality, and extreme heat, it's a triple threat that can leave you and your car struggling on the road.
If there's an exit that you see and you can safely take, maybe it might be best to take that exit, get off the freeway, and just wait for it to pass.
Washington State Patrol Trooper Daniel Mosqueda says staying safe starts with being aware. Stay alert, slow down, and always keep your eyes on the road. And if you do get into a crash, the best move might be to stay put.
People are involved in traumatic situations like that, and they may step out of their vehicle too fast, and this includes in perfectly good weather conditions. They may cross the road without observing both sides of it or making sure it's clear. Other drivers may be going by the collision scene, observing the collision scene instead of the people that are running across the street in front of them. So that's why it's really important to please try to stay safe as best you can, which is typically remaining in your vehicle if possible.
This past weekend, weather combined with smoke and dust made it hard for drivers to see the road, even resulting in a death. It's not just about your safety, it's about everyone else out there too. And when in doubt, listen to your gut. So whether you're heading out for errands or escaping the heat, remember, slow down, check your car, and stay locked in behind the wheel. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, Mosqueda says it's important to make sure you monitor the weather before a trip. If you see heavy winds that could cause dust storms, might be a good idea to delay it.
And Wendy, all new at 6 now, a broken pallet, a couch cushion, a loose tarp. These are the sorts of ordinary items that end up flying out of truck beds or off car roofs and ending up on the roadway. Unsecured vehicle loads are far from harmless. They lead to hundreds of crashes each year in Washington, including some that cause serious injuries or deaths. So as summer travel season begins, Washington state agencies are renewing calls for drivers to secure their loads and protect others on the road. The Secure Your Load for Safer Roads campaign launched this week.
This is 100% preventable. If we take an extra 5 to 10 minutes to secure our load, you can use tie downs, you can use tarps, you can use other ways to secure down your load to make sure the person behind you is 100% safe. And that's what we want to see. We want to prevent collisions. Tragically, there was over 20 injuries last year in Washington involving unsecured loads.
This is also in coordination with National Secure Your Load Day on June 6th, honoring individuals whose lives were lost or forever changed by debris falling from vehicles.
All right, turning now to your first alert weather. Another gorgeous day out there, Austin.
Just perfect.
Yes, but
we
could be heating up very soon.
We could. Stacey Lee joining us now.
We'll put a big hang on. All right. 80 degrees outside. It is beautiful. Dust Devil baseball. It's going to be a great game. Great night to see a game. Humidity low at 20%. Winds light at 3 miles per hour. Sunset at 8:43. So as the game gets started, we'll be in the 80s out there with nice clear skies. Dust Devils versus the Canadians. Get on out there. It's going to be a great night for baseball. Temperatures are wonderful all through the area. 70s in the foothills of the Blues. We're in the 80s in the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, 76 up to Ellensburg. Planning your evening out, staying in the 70s and 80s through 7, 9 o'clock. We'll be down in the 60s. Some of us staying warm in the 70s by 9 in Tri-Cities, 50s and 60s at 11. So enjoy all the sunshine. Clear and mild tonight, dry and sunny all week. We gradually warm into the 90s and the first chance for triple digits. Could we see them? I'll give you all the details coming up. Austin, Wendy.
New tonight, an active police scene this afternoon in Kennewick after reports of a student with a firearm caused 2 schools to go into a soft lockdown. Shortly after 1 o'clock, those reports came in that a 15-year-old student in distress had a firearm and was making threats at Phoenix High School. That's off 4th and Olympia. Initially, they thought the student was somewhere outside of the campus, so multiple agencies responded and the school went into a secure and teach mode. Westgate Elementary was also placed on a soft lockdown. Police had their drones out and were also searching the grocery outlet next door. After about an hour, they say they found the student inside the school.
We had not only patrol, but we had detectives as well as a criminal apprehension team, our neighboring regional agencies that also assisted. We did deploy a drone with the initial information that was provided to us that the individual was outside. However, it was deemed that that information was not correct and the student was inside.
And we want to make very clear, no firearm was ever found and the student was not arrested. Instead, we are told he got the mental help he needed. Secure and Teach is issued when there's a possible threat in the area near a school.
We have a crime alert now. A Yakima man will spend 22 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to exploiting minors online. 43-year-old Brian Stevenson used Snapchat and Instagram, sometimes pretending to be a teen, to solicit explicit videos from at least 8 minors in 3 different states. In one case, he threatened to expose a victim unless they sent more content. Investigators found dozens of disturbing images, including a child as young as 4. Federal prosecutors called him predatory and calculated and urged parents to stay alert to online threats. The case was investigated by Homeland Security and Yakima Police.
The Yakima Airport is responding after locals say they were concerned over recent immigration and customs enforcement flights that have been seen on the runways. So within the last month, we are told a total of 3 flights have departed from the airport. But Airport Director Robert Hodgman says they were isolated and totally legal. He says it's a public use airport and is available to private citizens, companies, government agencies, and the military.
When I first arrived in 2023, we had been receiving a lot of ICE flights because Boeing Field in Seattle was temporarily discontinued the flights there. So they came here. But that opened back up at Boeing Field. And we really haven't had any since until just last month we had 3. And now we haven't had any more.
The flights are private charter flights. As of now, we're told no other ICE flights are scheduled, and Boeing Field in Seattle is the main airport that handles these kinds of flights.
All new at 6 now, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Walla Walla District temporarily closing the navigation lock at Little Goose Lock and Dam. This following an incident last night involving a non-government vehicle on the facility's drawbridge. Officials say no one was hurt, but the Columbia County Sheriff's Office responded to document what happened. Efforts are now underway to safely reposition the vehicle and restore normal lock operations. Pending safety and environmental compliance assessments, the area could reopen by later tonight. The navigation lock has also been marked out of service. The U.S. Coast Guard has also been notified. Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, is just getting started, still ahead.
A Pasco High School teacher is celebrating. We'll tell you why, but first.
Coming up, we'll tell you how Wazoo Tri-Cities is using machine learning to advance academic excellence as well as advance cybersecurity research.
And let's go outside. A live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Yakima and Richland. Stacy's back with your full First Alert weather forecast, so stay right here.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing, no way.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yokes Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yokes has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yokes Fresh Market.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for 13 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field for another unforgettable season. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun night out, there's something for everyone at a Walla Walla Sweets game. Grab your peanuts, popcorn, and Lucky Cap, because this season the Walla Walla Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball right to your backyard. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now and be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience. Let's play ball.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back, everybody. Artificial intelligence is quickly becoming part of our everyday lives.
And at WSU Tri-Cities, it's also becoming a regular part of the classroom. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert shows us how AI is not only being used in teaching, but also in vital cybersecurity research.
Since 2022, Wazoo Tri-Cities has been offering classes centered around machine learning and artificial intelligence. And with the rapid development of AI, professors are working to keep up, adapting their teaching to match a learning environment that's changing fast. They're showing students both the opportunities AI can offer and the risks. One of those professors, Assistant Professor Muhammad Al-Ali, says AI is allowed in his cybersecurity classes, but only if students can prove they understand how to use it responsibly.
When the AI started, I was against it in terms of class. Most of students, they can easily cheat from those AI tools. But in the second day, I decided to consider it as a fact. All students will use AI tools. But our mission is how to make sure if even they use it, they can understand what the information they get it.
Understanding AI-generated code isn't just about getting a project done. It's about knowing what risks that code could introduce.
While developing your code, you have to think about, is there any attacker can understand or can get into my code and can steal this information in the future? AI tools usually just provide you a code, but this code might leak some or have some vulnerabilities that if someone able to use these vulnerabilities, he will able to get into the database and to steal information.
But the learning doesn't stop at the classroom door. International PhD students like Mohammed Shaban are also driving into AI-powered research, presenting digital models that could one day help prevent cyber attacks.
Presented this work on a spring workshop, and actually we won the workshop, our paper best graduate presented work.
Al-Awali says it's all a part of the university's larger goal, preparing students for a workforce that's rapidly evolving alongside AI.
We are going up to follow up the market need in the future and to provide our students here or in the university with the knowledge that will make them qualified for any job in the future that need expertise in AI and cybersecurity as well.
Staying ahead of the curve and staying on trend with the best ways to educate students. In Richland, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
William, thank you. Now, the person we spoke with also says the school plans to expand its AI offerings even further with more machine learning and AI-focused classes coming very soon. Wendy.
An educator from Pasco High School is getting some well-deserved recognition for the impact she's making in the classroom. Gabriella Whitemarsh is a bilingual math teacher at Pasco High and has been named the Regional Teacher of the Year. This by Educational Service District 123. Whitemarsh, who also received a Crystal Apple Award in the past, as we have told you, is the founder of the Advanced Multilingual Mathematics Program, a first-of-its-kind effort at the school that helps new students access college-level math while continuing their English language development. On top of that, she is the multilingual department chair and serves as a bilingual facilitator.
You hear those stories of, oh, I'm this or that or whatever, I've accomplished these XY things because of the support or a teacher inspired me. We've also heard the other stories where, you know, I was told I couldn't do it. And so my goal is just always to be on the positive end of that.
And with this honor, Whitemarsh is now in the running for Washington's 2026 State Teacher of the Year, competing with finalists from across the state.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a beautiful Tuesday evening. Live look outside. Our windmills are moving slowly. We have very light winds in the area this afternoon. 80 degrees outside. Our feels like temp is 79. Humidity on the low side. And our sunset will be at 8:43. So for tonight, it's going to be very pleasant out there. Look for temperatures in the 40s and 50s. So nice sleeping weather, good cool off temperatures for the evening. But get ready. We've got warmer days ahead. Look at this. The first time we're seeing triple digits up there in Yakima. Look at that. We are over 20 degrees above average going into the weekend. So we get there slowly, but we get there and we kind of stay there, at least in Tri-Cities and Hermiston, for a couple of days in the triple digits again for Sunday and Monday. Walla Walla just shy of the triple digits, but again, well above the average of 75 degrees. Will we break records? Well, we're going to get close to tying them. I have felt warmer summers. I remember 2015, it was a hot year out there with all these record-breaking temps. So we'll be close, and maybe tie some records. The warm temperatures are due to this ridge of high pressure that's keeping us warm and dry. A few clouds passing across Idaho Panhandle, Spokane area, but otherwise we've got lots of sunshine. We've been dealing with some breezy winds this afternoon in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, and those will start to decrease after about 10 o'clock tonight. Let's take a look at Futurecast starting at 10 o'clock tonight. There's those breezy winds. As you see, we get to about 1 in the morning. Things really calm down in the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley. Things will be nice and light wind-wise for most of the day tomorrow, but once again later tomorrow afternoon, evening, those winds will pick right back up in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, as well as the Columbia River Gorge, just to decrease again. So a little bit of breezy winds. That's pretty much all we have to talk about. We go from the 80s, we hit the 90s, and then we hit the triple digits. That is your weather forecast going forward. You see a few breezy days in there. Yakima, same thing, 80s, 90s, triple digits for Sunday. That would be June 8th. And then we'll see more breezy winds as we continue. Kittitas Valley is going to be very windy. We could see gusts there, 40, 50 miles an hour. Not quite what we had last weekend, but still elevated fire danger due to those breezy and gusty winds up in the Ellensburg area and the Kittitas Valley in general. For Walla Walla, 80s and 90s there as well, just sitting under that triple digit mark. But look at those overnight lows. They start staying pretty warm as well, with temperatures overnight in Walla Walla, a couple nights just 65 degrees. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston, 80s, 90s, triple digits, warm nights, breezy winds. So get ready for it, guys. It's time to start thinking ahead. You have a pool, so I would just be sitting in my pool.
Poolside.
The whole time, just sitting in the pool.
You know what I was just thinking about was putting the kids to bed.
Right.
Is getting to be harder with the sun
because it's so
out.
light. Yes.
Yep.
The sun.
And we have
but the sun's awake. It's
That's
like,
cute.
Yep. Go back to bed.
I know. The struggle is real.
The sun's awake.
All right, still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. Officials say these explosions happen in Yellowstone only a few times a year.
My goodness, we'll tell you what's going on when we come back.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
All 4 Click It RV superstores have gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you liked and build it, price it, and click it. Or come to any of our neighborhood locations. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee. Only at your neighborhood Click It RV superstore and ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Your life matters, and there are people ready to listen. Together as schools, law enforcement, faith leaders, and community members, we are committed to making sure no young person feels alone.
Never a bother. Never a bother. Never a bother.
Never a bother. Visit neverabother.org for resources and support, and remember, you are never a bother.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers. Expand your palate and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love that.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
Well, check this out. There was a small eruption at Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming on Saturday. Take a look. This is what a new webcam captured only weeks after its installation. It was to track activity at the Black Diamond Pool in Biscuit Basin. And my goodness, look at that. You see the water and debris just shooting into the air there. The U.S. Geological Survey says the Black Diamond Pool is the same site of a larger hydrothermal explosion last summer. A hydrothermal explosion happens when water suddenly turns to steam underground. 3 people were rescued after a single-engine plane crashed into the Atlantic Ocean. This happened near Vero Beach, Florida last night. The Indian River County Sheriff's Office said it happened about 4 miles east of the airport. A coordinated effort by multiple agencies led to the rescue of all 3 people. The Sheriff's Office helicopter Hawk spotted the survivors in the water and guided rescue boats to the scene. A rescue swimmer was also deployed. The National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration are now investigating the crash. All right, well, everyone else is signing off, but we are just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30. So stay tuned for that. We'll also have your full First Alert weather forecast coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
This summer, big wins come in sevens at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready for the $100,000 Lucky Summer Sevens giveaway with over $12,000 cash up for grabs every Friday and Saturday in June. The heat is on, and so is the grand prize on June 28th. 3 winners choose 7 cards with prizes. Reveal 7 sevens and instantly win $17,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
In a world filled with accidents, the injured look to Mo, because Mo knows these guys are bulldog tough on personal injury and workers' compensation claims. Mo knows you can go to the other guys, but why would you? From back in autumn, bulldog tough.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now continue to honor volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Just click on Volunteers Count on the Contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco.
Apple Valley News Now is Natchez.
Apple Valley News Now is Umatilla.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust.
Breaking news.
We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., our Monique Ledesma is breaking down what happened at last night's City Council meeting in Sunnyside.
And that's where the City Council voted to put their city manager, Mike Gonzalez, on paid administrative leave.
And we are following live breaking news in Kennewick, so stay with us as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. Austin Reed alongside Wendy Redman, and we always do weather first at 6:30. So let's check in with Stacy.
Yep, Stacy, no complaints from us.
Yay! All right, beautiful night. I was just watching the Dust Devils and the Canadians do the national anthem out on the field. Game just getting underway. 80 degrees, perfect weather, perfect night for baseball. Winds are light at 3 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:43. You'll see those 80-degree temps probably through about 8:30, 9 o'clock possibly out there at Dust Devil Stadium if you're heading out to catch the game. It's nice all around the area, 70s and 80s, very pleasant afternoon. We're going to see those temperatures slipping into the 70s and 80s at 7, 60s there at 9, and 50s and 60s by about 11. So a very pleasant, nice sleeping weather night. Clear and mild tonight, dry and sunny all week long. We are gradually warming into the 90s, and we could potentially see our first chance of triple digits for 2025. I'll break it all down coming up. Austin, Wendy.
And now to that live breaking news. A standoff is happening right now on the 1400 block of West 14th Avenue in Kennewick.
And that's where we find Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen, who joins us live from the scene with the very latest. Dan, what can you tell us out there?
Hey, Austin. Hey, Wendy. Yeah, that's right. I'm here on 14th Avenue here in Kennewick, where we pulled up just a little bit ago, and there was a SWAT situation going on here. We pulled up, and when we drove past, there was furniture laying out in the yard. And when we spoke to a couple of neighbors, we got what they were saying is a man up in this building right here behind me, throwing furniture out of his window, had a possible knife. Police were able to evacuate this building. Fire brought in ladders to get people out of the building. Right now, just in a matter of just a few minutes, we saw one person come out and be put in handcuffs. That's all the information I have right now, working on to get more. As soon as I get that information, we'll be sure to update you. Live in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
This has been a witch hunt from the very beginning, and it's been orchestrated by that woman over there, Councilwoman Handy.
Mr. Manager, we do have a motion on the floor.
A witch hunt in Sunnyside. That is what you just heard from City Manager Mike Gonzalez, who says he brought the City Council to this point. Last night's City Council workshop, at times explosive between members of the community and those who spoke up at public comment.
Gonzalez is now on administrative leave pending an investigation. But what kind of investigation? Well, the city says they can't comment because it's a personnel matter.
But our Monique Ledesma has been following this story, and she says what happened at the conclusion of the workshop was shocking.
Now, whether or not you guys don't want to admit that, because you can't talk about y'all's sins here with this city, I mean, that's a different thing. But coming up here and basically trying to speak for communities of color, that's just a load of BS. Second of all,
I'm sorry.
What was inappropriate? No. So again, because we're money here, but talk about our communities. And so, yeah, point of order to the community that is interrupting.
Ms. Fernandez, please.
We'll stop the timer for you for just a second here. Let me reread slanderous remarks. Anybody making impertinent or slanderous remarks or who shall become boisterous while addressing the council may be requested to leave. People are objecting, Adam, to your comments.
Oh, I would ask that you object to racism.
Monday night's Sunnyside City Workshop meeting, tensions running high. This comes as a feud between City Manager Mike Gonzalez and Councilwoman Teresa Hancock now fully in the public eye. The trouble has been brewing for months, and recent came to a boiling point after information from a closed-door meeting involving Gonzalez, HR Manager Irving Brown, and other city staff was leaked to Councilwoman Hancock.
Taken out in the backyard and shot in the head like a pig.
This prompted Hancock to file a complaint against Brown, whom she says she was told by Sunnyside's deputy city clerk, who was in the meeting at the time, said it. Brown tells Apple Valley News Now it just isn't true. Multiple sources tell us the deputy city clerk was fired a short time later by Gonzalez. When we called the city looking to speak with her, we were told she no longer works for the city, a job she had held just 2 months. Gonzalez says Hancock has been at him from the very beginning, requesting dozens of public records, demanding things during city council meetings, even harassing him on his use of city equipment.
When I walked through these doors of City Hall, I inherited a broken city, an organization where far too many people simply weren't qualified to do their job. The budget was in disarray, morale was low, and trust between the city and its people were fractured. So yes, I cleaned house. I rolled up my sleeves, examined every line of the budget, and began rebuilding a team that this council and this community can be proud of.
And again, are we here to run good people out of our city?
At Monday's city council meeting, Hancock tells us she appeared virtually as Brown filed a restraining order against her. She didn't stay out of the chambers long, returning after the executive session just as the mayor made an announcement.
There is a motion by council, by myself, to place the city manager on 30-day paid administrative leave effective immediately.
Hancock, as the news was read, giving a smile and a wink to members of the public. Gonzalez was left reeling over the news.
May I ask why, Mayor? Because this feels unjust. You had a former employee who had nothing to do with the actions or was not a city employee in here during an executive session, which was so unjust and so unfair. And I don't even have a chance to know what this is about or my actions.
The individual was here as a consultant.
A consultant, that's not true. And you know,
individual consultant and only consultant. Sir, we have a motion on the table. We're going to take.
And I'll respect that, but I do feel like this is unjust. It's not fair. Thank you, sir. I've worked extremely hard for this community.
The vote wasn't unanimous, as 2 councilwomen voted in opposition to the decision.
I know many of you step up to that podium and talk about the discrepancies in the budget and how much money has been wasted and spent. So just know that this is going to cost the city money. So I hope for the betterment of the community that we can all get our stuff together, because if we don't, we're going to continue bringing them down with us.
Some people at the meeting who got up to speak voicing support for Hancock, while others speaking up for Gonzalez, who they say has done so much for the community in his nearly 1 year in position. Gonzalez says the reason why he's being put in this position.
I'm not a perfect man. You know, I've trusted a lot of people that I shouldn't have. Some of them are in this room tonight. And you know what? That breaks my heart, because I'm a way too trusting person.
An interim city manager will be named Wednesday night in a special meeting. Reporting in Sunnyside, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Monique, there is more going on, and we have a lot to unpack on this story, including some internal documents we have obtained. We're working to bring you more on this story later this week, so stick with us on air and online at applevalleynewsnow.com. We will have some more reaction on our website right after this newscast. Other news tonight. On Monday, the Hermiston Police Department mourned the loss of one of their own. Sergeant Brian Mace passed away over the weekend after a lengthy illness.
HPD personnel escorted Brian as he returned home to Hermiston yesterday afternoon. Brian was a United States Marine. He began his Oregon police career in 1998 with the Milton Freewater Police Department. Later, he worked for Fairview PD and the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office before coming to Hermiston PD in 2010.
And HPD's chief says Brian was a husband, a father, grandfather, law enforcement brother, and friend. They said he will be sorely missed. Brian leaves behind his wife, Marcella, and their children.
In other news tonight, transportation upgrades are coming to communities across the Tri-Cities. That's thanks to a multi-million-dollar boost from the Benton Franklin Council of Governments. It awarded a little more than $20 million in federal funding to 15 transportation projects across 8 communities. That includes Pasco, Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Benton City, Prosser, Benton County, and Franklin County. The projects were selected through a competitive process and scored the highest out of 26 proposals submitted to the Council's 2025 call for projects. The funding comes from the Federal Surface Transportation Block Grant Program.
Helping to fund major infrastructure projects that help us on our day-to-day lives. It could be things that might be minor inconveniences while construction is happening, but after the project's done, it's a quality of life improvement for our region.
To celebrate, you are invited to an award ceremony this Thursday at the Richland Public Library from 1:30 until 2:30. The event will honor the cities and counties receiving the money and highlight the projects that will shape local transportation for years to come.
Still ahead on the news at 6:30, it is time for a look at this week's Fly the Northwest. We are taking you to the Boundary Dam in Pend Oreille County.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way. With specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment, we provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers. Expand your palate and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
It's the Jayco Summer Escape event at Broadmoor RV, June 6th through the 8th. Our biggest sale of the year is here, like the J-Flight SLX 170 BHW, just $15,990, or the spacious SLX 260 BHW for only $23,990. Family owned and family focused, we're here to help you go make memories in a brand new Jayco RV, only at Broadmoor RV, June 6th through the 8th. Don't miss it.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now for tonight's Fly in the Northwest.
We head toward Canada along the Priest River to visit Boundary Dam.
We're at Boundary Dam by Medellin Falls in Pend Oreille County. Boundary was built in the 60s. Took 4 years to build. Started generating September the 1st of 67. The dam was put on here to provide hydroelectric power for the city of Seattle. Right now it's providing about 54% of the generation that city of Seattle has. Right now we're putting about 117,000 cubic feet per second, over the spillways and through the plant. The best view, I think, is by going up towards Canada to the border, and you come up to the Vista House up on the hill up there, and there's a nice little platform there. A great place to get a good view of the spill. The Vista House itself has some displays inside of it. Could tell a little bit about the history. Seasonal, it's open between Memorial Day and Labor Day. It is spectacular. A lot of power in that water.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Every time we play those, I have another place I have to go visit now. All right, Legends Casino Skycam looking out in Richland. Beautiful evening out there, 80 degrees. The humidity is low tonight. Our feels like temp is 79, so a very pleasant evening. Sunset at 8:43. Remember, we're still gaining 2 minutes of daylight all the way till the middle of June. All right, we've got lows down in the 40s and 50s tonight. Most of us in the 50s, a little bit cooler as you get into Pendleton, Battle Mountain area. Hermiston, though, 51 Yakima, 50 in Ellensburg. Let's talk temps. We're typically at 78 degrees in Yakima, so yes, we're slightly above the average tomorrow, and then a little bit more, and then whoop, there goes that 100-degree mark, a good 20 plus degrees above the average in Yakima, so very hot temperatures on the way. Tri-Cities and Hermiston are average this time of year, 80 degrees, and once again, we're going to see temperatures 23 degrees above average. Now, while that is hot and sounds hot, it's not quite record-breaking for this time of year. Walla Walla just sitting under 100, could potentially get there Sunday and Monday, just under that triple-digit mark. All right, the only big thing we've been discussing through tonight was some breezy winds in the Kittitas Valley, and we'll continue to see that tonight. As the evening progresses, though, the wind's going to die down. Still going to see some winds down in the Columbia River Gorge, and then later in the day, those winds pick up again in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley and down into Hermiston. Lighter winds, though, in the Columbia Basin and foothills of the Blues. Nothing to write home about, just going to let you know, a little bit breezy in the afternoon. So here we go, our 7-day planner. We go from the 80s to the 90s to the triple digits. First time we could see those numbers for 2025. Here's what Yakima looks like. Again, we'll see some breezy winds on Friday, triple digits possible on June 8th on Sunday. Let's take a peek at Yakima Ellensburg. That's where we'll see the gusty winds. Now Friday, we're going to pay special attention to Friday with those winds kicking up, the very hot temperatures and very dry conditions that elevates our fire danger. So we're going to be fire wise heading towards the weekend. Here's Walla Walla, 80s, 90s, just under the triple digits, some breezy winds and some of those overnight lows, 65 degrees, not cooling off a whole lot. In Hermiston, we'll see 80s, 90s and 100s as well. So very warm temperatures, breezy winds, dry. So yeah, I know we've just started fire season, but we got to be fire wise going into this month of June. So
for sure, it is that time of year.
Tis that time.
All right, thank you so much, Stacy.
We are going to be back with an update to breaking news of a SWAT standoff in Kennewick, so stay with us for the latest. It's right after this.
It's the Red, White, and Blue sale at More Furniture, and we're celebrating with store-wide sale pricing. Plus, get your choice, free white glove delivery, or we'll pay the sales tax. It's your opportunity for huge savings on our spring lineup, featuring fresh new designs, functions, and features in every department. You'll find relaxing living rooms, bedroom sanctuaries, cozy dining rooms, and the perfect accessories all in stock, on sale, and ready for delivery. Visit your local More Furniture, where everyone gets more for less.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check.
Sherelle Woods founded Love and Me 911 back in 2022. She became inspired to create a nonprofit that focuses on promoting body positivity and self-love.
So I called a couple of friends and I said, you know, I want to turn something that was meant for negative, I want to turn it into something positive.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
The NBA Finals, Pacers, Thunder, Game 1 on ABC.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care. E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
I share it with a lot of people.
And welcome back, everybody. You are looking at a live picture right now. It looks like one of our photographers kind of blocking this shot, but we've been talking about this SWAT standoff.
Yeah, it's happening in Kennewick. This is the 1400 block of West 14th Avenue. There we go. There we have a better shot for you here. Neighbors say they tell our Dan Hansen at the scene that there was a man throwing furniture out of a window into a yard, and these neighbors said there was a possible knife.
Yeah, one person came out and was put in handcuffs right around 6:30 p.m. We do know a number of streets in the area were shut down. This was a very active situation. It's been a very busy day for Kennewick Police. Earlier, we had the situation at Phoenix High School, and now we've got this. But if you are going to be heading in that area tonight, just watch for an extra police presence, and we will have an update for you tonight at 11 o'clock.
Also, make sure you stay tuned to AppleValleyNewsNow.com for all the latest developments as well.
All right, still ahead tonight, we're going to check back in with Stacy. She'll have your reason to smile and a final look at your weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Alan Brecky from Alan Brecky Law Offices. For over 30 years, we've been protecting public safety in the Tri-Cities and surrounding communities. Some of our cases over the years have contributed to safer roads, safer public events, and a safer environment for our children.
Did you know Tri-City Lumber Company isn't just for contractors? We're your local source for decking, railing, hardware, and more, open to everyone. For over 30 years, DIYers and homeowners have trusted us for quality materials and expert one-on-one advice. Now, under new ownership, we're making it even easier to shop local and build better. Skip the big box stores. Visit Tri-City Lumber today on Clearwater and Kennewick, or call us at 509-783-3322 today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
All 4 Click It RV superstores have gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it. Or come to any of our neighborhood locations. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee. Only at your neighborhood Click It RV superstore and ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Hello, I'm Alan Brecky from Alan Brecky Law Offices. For over 30 years, we've been protecting public safety in the Tri-Cities and surrounding communities. Some of our cases over the years have contributed to safer roads, safer public events, and a safer environment for our children.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Well, the northern lights were visible in some states the past couple of nights.
Yeah, people in northern states and Canada had the chance to view the light show, also known as the Aurora Borealis. Yes, these photos were posted to social media by several local National Weather Service accounts.
That's right, and if the colorful display doesn't seem apparent to the naked eye, sensors in cameras and cell phone cameras can pick them up. So I saw lots of photos. Folks were seeing them right in Pasco, Tri-Cities. They were visible, but again, it's like you have to point your phone to the sky.
That's so crazy to me, how you can just not see it, but point a phone and then it's there.
And get out of light pollution areas, you know. So yeah, this guy, he was like, he went way out to like Ephrata, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and he's like, didn't see anything, came back to Pasco, there it was.
Wow.
Which I thought was funny. So.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, so yeah, get those pictures and send them in, by the way. And speaking of pictures, your reason to smile. Let's take a look at our screen right here. Alan Rither got this beautiful sunrise, a little cloudy this morning, but take a look at the cruise ship in the background there down at Howard Amon Park. Thank you, Alan, for sharing. The QR code at the top of your screen, that's how you get your photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. All right, the weather bottom line, it's all pretty much good news. Clear and mild. We got that warming trend. We gradually get to the 90s. And then we get to Sunday, Monday, and that's where we could see those triple digits. We are also tracking some breezy winds, especially in the Kittitas Valley this week. So again, be fire-wise out there. Quick look at tomorrow. Beautiful day. Another one, it's almost a carbon copy, just a few degrees warmer, guys. So what did you say? Control C?
Yeah.
Control C. I copied it.
There you go.
There you go.
We copied and pasted it. Another beautiful forecast for you tomorrow. All right. Well, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for watching us here at 6:30.
Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night.